Hello everyone, this is Pallavi Sareen and we are over here on the Straight Line Live. I am in the Jammu University and there are KS aspirants gathered over here for protesting. Let us find out what made these KS aspirants get their head out of the books and gather over here in the Jammu University for protesting. I have with me here, your name?
Sakshi Rena.
Sakshi, how long have you been giving these KS exams?
I've been into this for the last 6 years and this was my 4th mains. I couldn't qualify the first mains which I had written because that was the first time and I was not that well prepared as well. But for the last 2 attempts which I get earlier than this time, I was shortlisted for the interviews. I was short of just a few marks to make into the final selection list. In the 2013 exam, I got 1301 mark, whereas the cut was 1309. So I was short of just 8 marks. And in the 2014 exam, which was where there was just 51 seats, I got 1343 marks. And that time there were just 30 seats for the open merit, so I was short of some 30-40 marks. But if there were just 40 seats for the open category, I would be in.
So what are the issues? Why are so many KS aspirants gathered over here? What is the protest all about?
Ma'am, actually we have been into this process. We have trusted JKPSC for so long and I actually trust it because I have been scoring good marks and there was no problem earlier. There used to be protest, but I never believed that because I used to get good marks. I used to perform, I used to get good marks. I was short of some marks and I always knew that I have to improve my performance and be in the list. But this time, because the vacancies were so large, last time there was just 51 and this time the vacancies are 227 and 964 candidates have been shortlisted for the interview. And I was so sure about this exam. I was sure that if I just go and write anything, I just don't even revise my notes, and if I go and write my exams properly at least, then I will be into the list. But I prepared hard and I wanted to be among the toppers. I thought that this time, because the vacancies are more, I should work to be among the toppers. But to my surprise, I'm not even in the list of 924 candidates shortlisted for the interview. And this is not the case just of mine. We have many friends who have been preparing for this exam, writing these exams twice, thrice. They have faced the interviews. Even many candidates have faced the UPSC interviews once, twice. And they all are very brilliant and they have done equally good in their exams. And they all are out. And we have seen candidates, I even have my friends, my relatives, I have seen them who used to say after coming out of the examination hall, they used to say, oh, I couldn't complete my paper. I wrote up for about just 200 marks. I couldn't write for 100 marks. And such candidates are in. So it is really shocking that the candidates who couldn't even complete their papers, they are in. And we who are very sure about our selections as well, not just qualifying the mains, about our selections as well, we all are out. I don't say all are out, but I find that there are very few of the candidates which I felt would be in. Only few among of them are in and rest all are out.
Do you think it is because of some mess up in the JKPSC, or maybe it is just that those people that you thought weren't serious about the exams did really good in the exams, and though you prepared really hard for it, maybe there was some shortage that happened that you just couldn't qualify for it because other people just did better?
It can happen with some people that one time you perform good, but next time you cannot perform that well. But ma'am, I am very sure about myself. For me, checking the result was just a formality. I was very sure. I was just like, okay, let's do this formality that I'm in. I was sure. But I was shocked to see the result. Then I thought probably I forgot to write my roll number somewhere. I didn't had doubt even for 1 second that I cannot score this much. But I thought that probably I missed my roll number somewhere, that I'm not in the in. But when I came out and I called my friends that, okay, I know these people, they are good, they have qualified earlier also, and they are very good in writing papers and everything. I called 10 people and out of them just one was in. And everybody was saying we are shocked with the results because we were expecting very good marks. I personally, ma'am, last time I got 1160 marks in the mains itself. And before that I got 1156 in the mains itself. And this time, because the vacancies are so large, probably the merit will be around 850 or 900. It won't be more than that. And I'm shocked that I once consistently I'm scoring 1156, 1160, and now I cannot get even 850 or 900 marks. It is shocking.
KS is a quite prestigious position. What makes you think that the authorities aren't serious about checking those exams? What makes you think that there is some mess up in the checking of the exams itself and not in the candidates who prepared for it?
Actually, because I have been into this process, I trust JKPSC. They have made us to believe that we can score that well. When I wrote the mains for the first time, I was not sure how good I can get or how good I am in writing these papers. But the PSC has made us to believe by giving such good marks to us that we are capable of it. And now when we are confident, the PSC has just kicked us out. And after writing good papers, and ma'am, actually, if you see the history, there have been problems with the results. If you see, even for this 2016 notification, for the prelims result, there were many problems in that result as well. And when the candidates approached PSC that time as well, the PSC was very adamant that there is no problem with the results. But eventually we found out that there was problem. Even the court had to intervene, the results had to be republished and everything. Even many candidates had to be involved, had to be taken in for the mains because there was so much of mess up. And we think this is the case again. There is some problem.
But you just said that we trust JKPSC. Then if there have been so many mess ups previously, and like you said, it has been in litigation as well, and problems have been found out, JKPSC has been surrounded by controversies for so long. What makes you think that you can still trust it? And if you can still trust it, what makes you think that they made a mess up this time as well?
PSC has made us to trust it because we, the common people, from middle class, lower middle class people, we just go, we don't know anybody, we just go write our papers and get good marks. We were short a few marks, but we were satisfied that though the seats are very less and we have to improve our performance. The PSC has made us to believe in the history, and this time we are doubtful. We are not saying that they have done it deliberately. We are very sure because if it is done deliberately, then it can't be done with so large people. They can do it if they have done it deliberately, then they would have done it with 10, 20, 50 people out of 950, 960. But with such a large number, there is some error, maybe some technical error, because we have heard that this time they have introduced digital checking. Then maybe because of that, there was some coding or decoding error, or there is some problem. We don't accept this result. There is some problem.
But don't you think that this time, since there is digital checking instead of previously when there was manual checking, maybe they had been a little liberal in checking previously, and that's why you scored so great marks. And now that there is digital checking, those people that you thought weren't really doing good in the exams, they made their way into the list because of the digital checking, because they were better in that way and not due to manual checking.
Ma'am, those who perform good, they score better in whatever way you follow in checking. Digital checking does not make the answer sheets which are good in manual manner, doesn't make them not good in digital checking. So even if it is a digital checking, the candidates who have performed good, they should get good marks.
How many people are aggrieved with you who think that there has been some mess ups in checking of their exams?
Ma'am, the result was published on 4th of December. I didn't know anybody. The candidates who are protesting here. I didn't know Shafi. I didn't know many other aspirants. I just knew my friends who were in the department or who used to prepare with us in the CL. I just came out. I talked to my friends that there is some problem. We should gather and think about it. But when I came to university, I got to know that there are so many people who are aggrieved with the results. So we all came up and we decided to do something about it. We are not those candidates who come out every time after the results and shout slogans. I have been into this, as I said earlier, I have been into this for the 6 long years. And I have waited patiently and I have trusted PSC. But this time I can't. There is some problem.
You have been doubtful about their checking procedures this time only.
Yes,
so what is the official procedure to follow to get your grievances regressed?
The official process is that while the process is on, we can't get any information. We have to wait till the final results are out after the interviews. The candidates who have to be selected, once they are selected, after that we can recheck our work. We can request it for rechecking, or we can file an RTI and see our papers. But that time the damage will be done. We can't do anything after that.
The damage will be done. Previously also it happened, right, that the answer keys were wrong and so many children were outed and some more candidates were brought into the candidate, which just messed over the entire exam ratio. So
Yes.
if you do get away into your inquiry, if you do get rechecking of papers and the same thing is done again, don't you think it is going to mess over the entire process all over again, and many other candidates who have been appearing for KS, who have been preparing for it, will also get aggrieved? Isn't it better that you just appear for the exams next time?
I agree that if the results are re-verified and the lists are changed again, then there will be another category of aggrieved candidates. But ma'am, just because of that, we cannot let the merit go to the wall, because it is a competitive exam. It's not a lottery. Merit has to prevail. Even if the lists are to be changed, we have no issues. Even if the PSC quashes the whole exam right from the prelims, because the candidates who have the capability, who can perform better, who can perform and are sure about their performance, they can make it through in the next year also. Ma'am, we cannot let this go. This is a grave injustice. We cannot let this go.
If the official procedure is just going to be of no use to you because by that time the damage will already be done, what is the point of this protest? What the message do you want to give to the audience, to the media, and what is the procedure to be followed now by you?
Ma'am, we are actually following multiple ways. First of all, we first led the representation to PSA itself. We didn't go to governor or any other body. We went to PSC, we requested them.
And what was their reaction?
Ma'am, I don't want to say it, but the PSC was very adamant that we have followed all the standard procedures. We have done our best. There is no problem. If you have issues, come after the results and check your answer sheets with the RTI. But ma'am, we cannot wait for that long, because it's just unacceptable.
So what are the other ways you are following?
Ma'am, we tried to contact Mr. Honorable Governor also last day, and we were able to contact him on his phone, and we talked to him, and he said, I already have formed a committee under Honorable Advisor Mr. KK Sharma, and he told us to go and meet him. But because as he was out of the state yesterday, we will try to meet him and tell him our concerns, and we will request him to please stall the interview process right now, re-verify the results, get an independent inquiry done into it. We don't want him also, because we know he's a busy man, he has more important things to do. We request him to at least form a committee, re-verify results. Just we will give him some random roll numbers from ourselves, which we are very sure. Just get those papers, see himself that we really don't fall in this merit. We request him to do an independent inquiry into it.
Is there some legal procedure as well that you're following?
Ma'am, yes, because as we are not sure that what can advisor do, because PS is an autonomous body, we don't exactly know what he can do or what he can or he will be able to do. So we have to go to the court as well, because there are many discrepancies in these results. So we are in talks with the lawyers as well, and we will move to court.
So if the the Honorable Governor has also listened to you and told you to meet advisor to Governor KK Sharma, and you're also following the court procedure, which is the legal way to go about things, then what is the point of this protest?
This protest is to aware the audience and those candidates who are sitting home and are aggrieved, because the day when we went to the PSC for giving our representation, we met a man. He had come there and he came to us and he said, my daughter, he went to Delhi, did the coaching and is preparing for this exam from the last 3 years, because this was already in the process for the three long years. He said from the last 2 days she is crying and is not eating anything, because she is so shocked with the results. These protests we are doing just to tell those candidates that you are not alone. We are many such aggrieved candidates. We request them to please come out, let everybody know that there is some problem, and make an appeal to the PSA itself that please re-verify your process.
Thank you so much, Sakshi. JKPSC is an authority which has already been in controversy plenty of times, and this time there's a new list of aggrieved candidates who think that there is a big question mark on the workings of JKPSC. What does that say about the administration of Jammu and Kashmir? We'll be back on another live on the Straight Line. This was Pallavi Sareen signing off.